Okay. I don't remember exactly where I left off. What do we have going on? Bookseller continues to sell books. Nothing going on today. I guess we'll buy this wind chime. I do want to get that dog bed, but there's also this. I know that the shelf is something that I really want to buy. Oh, that's right. We need to get Halloween decorations too for that decoration contest. All right, let's investigate a little bit here. Do you need to visit the supermarket more? Pay for 3 theater necessities. That's right. We still got to do that at the lighthouse. The scary recommendations for the pioneers. There's the flea market. We need to buy more stuff at the flea market. Okay. Maybe let's try the... We're gonna go back to the lighthouse. No, not the lighthouse. Hold on. Castle ruins. We're gonna go back to the castle ruins, and I'm going to... I actually watched someone play this more, and they basically filled up all of their shelves with the books that tend to sell at the place. So all fantasy and crime. Basically just nothing but crime books. And maybe we double down on everything that... Oh, can I not... What's going on with that pumpkin? Yeah. Oh, I guess those do stuff for crime. Fantasy. Hell yeah. Let's see what happens. So we haven't tried this before. I told Amaya, yeah, I need something scarier this time. One horror shocker, please. You usually can't go wrong with a good young adult novel, and violence is optional but appreciated. A young adult novel. Full Dark No Stars. No, no. No. A horror shocker. No. No. It probably should be... You want a horror shocker. I mean, you really can't go wrong with Stephen King. How about Silence of the Lambs? Hell yeah. Sounds gnarly. I'm not sure about that one. Oh shit, this kid likes... I mean, she likes fantasy books too, but... Hey, remember when crabcore was a thing? In like 2009 or so? That was wild, right? Sorry, this is random. I just saw a crab at the beach, so... Anyway, what do you think of the ruins? Can you feel all the stories that must have taken place here? Between the old stone walls? As a kid, I used to come here with my pioneer group, and we would play knights and royals. Ah, good memories. What a week. My travels in East Africa. I'm not gonna have anything for you, dude. I I don't have anything for you. Maybe this was a bad idea. I don't have any nonfiction. Yeah, this was probably a bad idea. Oh, I guess I had Gone Girl. Where are the family-friendly books? Alright, so that was probably a really bad idea for me to do. A display table? Whoa. Various old paperbacks. Sure. They're usually at the lighthouse, right? Alright, we're going to empty all of our shelves. And where are we at right now? The lighthouse? So drama and crime should be first and foremost. Probably should have some of that, some classics. A couple travel books maybe. Okay, let's try that. I think they said that they meet at the lighthouse where they judge our decorations. Uh-oh, maybe not. Or when do they meet? Alright, well, we're already at a pretty significant loss. What's up? Anything hot off the press? I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. I like books that basically rip my heart out, and I wouldn't mind something niche. Okay. Probably not a classic then. Asimov's world-famous sci-fi epic continues as secrets unravel about the 14-year-old... No, that's from 1953, though. The Green Mile? Eh. Huge sci-fi nerd, huh? I might not have any sci-fi for you. I need to get more fantasy books. Second Foundation might be all I've got. As far as sci-fi goes today. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. You can't go wrong with a play. I enjoy my books light and entertaining, and I could go for a tragic story. I might have a Shakespeare book. Light and entertaining? Light and entertaining, and I could go for a tragic story. Let me see what I've got for... simple love triangles are for beginners in this classic play. Romantic entanglements involve 4 young lovesick Greeks, fey royalty, enchantment spells, and a donkey, resulting in a comedy for the ages. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Have fun with that one. One more purchase to make before the show. I looked into how many chairs we can get for the audience, and you're not going to believe how expensive chairs are. I asked around and the university would be willing to lend us foldable plastic chairs for $60, but then again, those things tend to spontaneously collapse whenever someone moves an inch. So I also found some cushioned designer chairs at a warehouse sale in Ryport. They would send them to us for $135, but not to embarrass you, I don't have the money for either of those. I mean, I have it for that option now, but... Ah, hey! Want us to look at... Yes, hit me. Ah? What's up with that creepy bookshop? Look at you, that's a scary look, well done. You look absolutely perfectly gruesome. You have a decent chance at winning Best Decorated this year. Just make sure to equip this setup again on the 28th. Yeah, I'm literally just throwing a bunch of spooky stuff on there. I could get into a romance novel. I'd love to read something classic, and I wouldn't mind reading more female-penned literature. And eventually low, a novel famous for its plot twists thanks to a narrator who frequently hides information from the readers. Something classic? It's from 1853. How about it? Villette by Charlotte Bronte? Have at it. I ordered the 56 pumpkins, 23 skeletons, 14 spiders. What? I'm almost out of books. Oh. Alright, that was a pretty good day. I don't know how many books I sold, but I sold a lot. That's for sure. Oh yeah, we need more fantasy books. Okay, not bad. Has that offshore island always been there? I don't know. That is a question that keeps coming up, though. Alright, we're gonna go down to the waterfront square. Jesus Christ, there's like a fruit fly or something that keeps flying around me. Alright, travel, classics, and facts. So, some facts. Need some classics. And travels. Alright, we'll put some drama in there, some fantasy in there. Wouldn't hurt to put some kids' books in there. And we'll throw in a few crime books. Yeah, these people are finally leaving. It's a right shame, this, don't you think? Coming here every month with this piece of rubbish they call a ship. Calling it Continenta. No decent vessel should be as large as a continent. They're disrupting our bay's ecosystem with all that noise. And those oils! We won't be able to fish for weeks! What a shame. Wish there were something we could do. Yeah, bloody tourists. Ho ho ho! Don't let them folk hear ye. They'll leave you a bad review or something. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I'm looking for a crime novel, and I quite like reading about myths and legends. However, I don't want animals in my books. Why? Quite like reading about myths and legends. I mean, there's the study in Scarlet. The first novel in the Hannibal Lecter series introduces us to the infamous psychologist and cannibal, as he finds an unlikely ally in FBI profiler Will Graham. No. Myths and legends. 7 acting students at an... The best I got is a study in Scarlet. Unconventional, but I like a juicy... But I love a juicy crime novel. What's up? Ahoy! I usually prefer non-fiction. I find outdated books rather charming, and also books about animals are always a good shout. You find outdated books rather charming? Books about animals? Usually prefer non-fiction. Outdated books are rather charming. I mean, there's Journey to the Center of the Earth. There's a dinosaur in that. Something from the... Fine. So, dear, what do you think of this new cruise ship, the Continenta? I can imagine the visitors have been good for business, haven't they? And, of course, everyone is welcome in Buxtonbury. They deserve to know our beautiful town. But it's just so short-lived. Tourists won't bring anything meaningful to the table. They will use our resources and expect our labor, and then leave again once they get bored. Don't get me started, dear. I could write essays about this, and I have. But not today. I'll just try and enjoy their interest in the town for now. You brought it up. She's like, don't get me started, but you brought it up. What is with that island? Oh, that's a new personal best. I need something kid-friendly and educational. I can't get enough of Heinemann Mathematics. A classic textbook for everyone's favorite subject in school, packed with all the greatest hits like arithmetic, trigonometry, and stochastics. Okay. You need something kid-friendly and... Well, I don't know what just happened to it, but I did have... Yeah. I did just have a copy of, Newtonian Physics for Kids. For babies. Or something. I don't anymore. How about a short history of nearly everything? It's not kid-friendly, but it is the other stuff that you're looking for. that's that. Time to pack up. What a quaint little town. Yeah, you guys... Oh, they're finally gone. Finally gone. Oh, that's coming up on Sunday. Buxtonbury Review. Fear Fest just around the corner. The Fall Fear Fest is an age-old tradition you don't want to miss. Held every autumn 28th in the Buxton region, locals masquerade as spirits and decorate their houses in an effort to protect themselves from evil. This custom developed from the ancient belief that during the autumn equinox, the veil to the realm of the dead would be thinnest, allowing spirits to cross into the mortal realm for one night. To join the celebrations, event organizers ask visitors to dress or decorate appropriately. Hell yeah. Oh, this one's free. We're very low on fantasy and travel books. I don't really feel like going to the fish market, but we're going to go to the lighthouse because I think we should have enough money. Alright, we need drama and crime. And just like before, we're going to put in a little bit of everything. Probably put a couple more travel books in there. Can actually take the classics out, because we're not really going to sell a lot of classics. Crime needs to have the higher weight, though. I think that's good. Because those are going to sell a lot more. Need a new book? You enjoyed upgrading and repairing PCs. Okay. How about HTML 1998? I would like an encyclopedia for reference. I might actually have another encyclopedia. Do I have any other ones? Oh! Games, Game Design, and Game Studies. Gundolf Freymuth. Have I read that book before? I haven't. I am now. But you want an encyclopedia, though. How about Encyclopedia Bookstonia, Volume 4? Enjoy. I wish I could afford the designer chairs. Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Is there something going on tomorrow? No. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll have the money for it tomorrow. So, bonus points if it was written by a woman, and I wouldn't mind something niche. Also, I don't mind a dull book, but, like, don't make a big deal. Written by a woman. Something niche. Hajime Isayama, no. Brian Vaughan, no. Also, don't mind a dull book. I don't know if I have much. And there's Mary Shelley's Rambles in Germany and Italy in 1840, 42, and 43. Is that niche? Okay. So, I passed my last exam. I'm looking for a biography. I think history is a bit boring, though. I really enjoyed my travels in East Africa. Okay. I've got a copy of Down Under. It's not really a biography, though. No, not really. Down Under is probably the best I've got. But that's not a biography. The closest I have to a biography is Hawaii's Story by Hawaii's Queen. But you're probably going to be bored with that. No, maybe not. They ended up liking that. Okay. Damn, I wish I could talk to him again. No, don't. No. Okay. Alright, well now we definitely have enough money for it. No. Alright. Right, we're gonna go back to the lighthouse so that we can buy the last thing. And same thing, crime and drama. And then mix in some other stuff. Probably not as much classical. Can still put a few in there. I think that's probably good. What's up, dude? Here on research, I'm looking for a nonfiction book. I have to get out of the house. Give me a travel book. Discovering the greater Bookstore region is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. How about my travels in East Africa? Calriota. Read about the Stones of Venice? Oh, I could have suggested that too. I think you would have liked that. Hey, I still need a decision from you about the chairs. We're gonna do the comfortable chairs. Oh boy. Promise you won't regret this. High-end chairs means a high-end experience for the audience. And that was everything on my list. Cool. Stamp collected, the cost of greatness. Thanks to your deep pockets, the production can move forward. Pay for 3 theater necessities. Thank you so much for helping us with the production side of things. We have a lot more to do, but I have to get to rehearsals now, so I'll update you on that tomorrow. Well, we might not be here tomorrow, so... What do you need? All the world's a stage, so give me a play, and I could get into a romance novel. I can't get enough of Romeo and Juliet. Can you help me out? Can you help me or whatever? A romance novel? I mean, there's Great Gatsby, but it's not really a play. The Picture of Dorian Gray? Yeah, Julius Caesar, no. That's not really a love affair. I could get into a romance novel. No, I know that... Oh. How about Love by Toni Morrison? You said romance novel. I swear, people are so picky. So, like, I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Also, I'm gonna need at least 450 pages. You have anything like Dune? Like Dune? I don't think I have Dune. Huge sci-fi nerd? No. I don't think I have what you're looking for. No, these are fantasy books. I mean, there's The Invisible Man, but it's not very big. Consider my mind blown, or whatever. No problem. It's not as thick as you want, but you might still like it. Alright, we left 50 in the hole, but that's okay. We ended up buying that, the nice chairs. Alright, tomorrow's the flea market. Thanks to your deep pockets, the production can move forward. Is today the flea market or tomorrow? Where has Klaus been? Castle ruins. And we've been going to the lighthouse. And we are going to go to the lighthouse one more time. Oh. School manuals. It's mostly going to be fact books. Old book condition things. Alright. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Oh yeah, there's the stage! That's cool! Alright, Tomas is coming. There's my executive producer. I'm happy to report that stage setup and rehearsals are as good as done. All we need to do now is let people know about the play and sell tickets. Sell 50 theater tickets. Your new production needs an audience. Sell tickets to the play. Ticket Machine grants you the chance of selling theater tickets to drama enthusiasts. When a drama book is bought, sell admissions to Julius Caesar for 1 when you sell a ticket plus 1, while equipped plus 4 to daily expenses. And as promised, you'll get to keep a portion of the ticket sales. When you've sold 50 tickets, we'll reconvene here to set a date for the performance. You got it. Just dropping by real quick. I enjoy my books light and entertaining. Hidden Staircase. Stories with a Detective. Edgar Did It Again, a short story whose gruesome nature will linger much longer. How about The Murder of Roger Ackroyd? It's a detective story. You'll like it. So, go for a tragic story. I'm into coming-of-age stories. I'm a fan of books like Divergent. In a post-apocalyptic Chicago, 16-year-old Triss is left with no choice but to join one of 5 factions. Prepare for an action-packed dystopian story for young adult readers. Coming-of-age story. The Wall at the World's End. How about Parable of the Sower? Got another book for me? I will rage if none of the characters kiss. I tend to enjoy the classics. Jane Eyre is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. How about Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter? Alright, we're selling tickets like crazy. Well, we're selling books like crazy, but still. The complete Fire and Coal series? Okay. Alright, well, today's the flea market. And I always forget what sells here. It's a little bit of everything. So fact, drama, what was it? Not drama. Travel, classics, and fantasy. And then we'll sprinkle in a few of each of the rest. That newspaper rack is what I want. Library sale. From a dissolved private collection. You're welcome. Oh, we can talk to Klaus. Achoo! Hello, Behemoth. So, are you enjoying the flea market today? I'm on the lookout for a new tabletop game, or old tabletop game to be precise. Found some gems here before, but you have to have some luck. Anyways, well, it was good to see you. Bye. Got anything inspiring? Nonfiction, Down Under is one of my all-time favorites. Historical settings? Nonfiction, Down Under. You like historical settings? How about an explorer's guide to Georgetown? We're not really selling a lot of tickets here. What's up? I just need another fantasy novel now, and I need to live vicariously through an epic adventure. Also, I'm ready for a 700-page commitment. I mean, if I have any of the George R. R. Martin books, then I've got you covered. Which I don't. An epic adventure? Oh, Hunger Games isn't going to be that. You want an adventure, huh? I don't have anything big. A big fantasy novel? Yeah, I don't really have anything that's gonna satiate your hunger for a long book. I mean, there's the Battle of the Labyrinth. But it's not the length that you want, but I think you'll still like it. Hey, I've been looking for you everywhere. As the president of the Fall Fear Fest committee, I wanted to make sure you're fully prepared for tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, looking good. You came through, babes. Can't wait to see the bookshop in this setup tomorrow. Now, that is one terrifying bookshop. I'd say your reward chances are high. But there'll be one place that might give you some tough competition. Okay, don't tell anyone this yet. I only know about it because I'm on the committee. Tilda is temporarily turning her old shop into a haunted house. I can't wait to go in there with my friends. This is going to be the best Fear Fest of all time. Yeah, I'm sure. Hey you, so still not much going on, huh? I'm so bored. Romance plot from time to time? Romance with a female author, huh? Author? And you want... It's not really a romance, though. The Martian? That's not really... There's a romance that happens in it, but it's not a romance novel. I don't think I have anything for you today. Not that. Mm. Well, can I buy anything? I'm gonna buy this cauldron. Then that'll also complete the buy 7 items at the flea market. And that's one more scary decoration for Fall Fest. Or Fear Fest, rather. Have a spooky day. Don't forget your costumes and decorations for Fall Fear Fest tonight. Whoa. Oh, that's where we're going right now. Cafe Liberté. Okay. We're gonna go into debt for this one. Alright. Some classics and some travel books. And then we'll sprinkle in a little bit of everything else. Shit, I forgot to put the cauldron out. Sell books at the Fall Fear Fest. I didn't sell any books, though. Who's afraid of books? Not a single spirit has dared haunt your bookshop. Welcome, friends, to our annual celebrations. Fall Fear Fest is the night where our world and the world of spirits are closest. So please make space in your homes, at your tables, and in your hearts for our ancestors and other otherworldly visitors. Tonight we also celebrate a change of seasons, as the bountiful autumn and the dark winter meet. Let's look out for one another next month. No one should be left behind in the cold. Finally, we make noise, we play games, and we dress up in our scariest garbs tonight to ward off any ill-intentioned spirits who might otherwise whisk away someone from our midst. Be loud, be merry, be big and frightening, and most importantly, enjoy our Fall Fear Fest. Thank you. Nice. Best decorated indeed. Congrats. I have a feeling we'll be clear of evil spirits tonight. Welcome back to your Pillars of Business course. Congratulations on your success with our first 2 challenges. Now the next stage is a bit more challenging. You see, our compendium prescribes that a good business must weather hard times, but I was not entirely sure what that might look like for a small shop such as yours. What I thought up might be slightly unusual, but it would certainly assure me of your competence. Usually we put our bins behind the Liberté until they are collected. Today I thought I might put them out front. So, will you still be able to make sufficient sales while your customers have to navigate around this rubbish? Alright then, good luck. I will observe your success with great interest. What the fuck? Give me a fact book. I detest pop science. Do you have anything like medieval carpentry? Maybe? Woodworking tips and tricks from the days of knights and castles. Unearth ancient techniques and bring medieval craftsmanship back to life. It's much more busy than you would think. Get to know the most fascinating no. An essential guide for all students looking to expand their knowledge of the sciences. It's not something you're gonna like. How about catching carps? Do you feel that? Cold days are coming soon. Guess I'll have to relocate my workouts to my living room. Gosh, I'm gonna miss the sun. Life is rubbish without it. But all the candles are helping a little with the darkness. Speaking of, great decorations. It's very atmospheric. Like I'm in some sort of gothic romance novel. So, do you have anything like that today? I don't know. P.S. I still love you. And you're into horror. I mean, I've got P.S. I still love you. Spirit sightings, costuming tradition. This is what I love about Buxtonbury. No matter how long I've lived here, there are always more traditions to uncover. That's great. I mean, I'm selling a lot of books. What am I trying to do? Sell 10 books in a day with Miriam's bins around? Yeah, good old Fearfest. You know, it's my anniversary today. My wife and I met here almost 40 years ago because we both went apple bopping at the same time. Hit our heads together. Oh, I knew it was love right then and there. Happy anniversary. Thanks, kiddo. Oh, her bins aren't even around. Oi, I love the look today, mate. Great job with the decorations. I wish we could keep the Fearfest aesthetics around all year, don't you? Especially after all the hard work Moira put into it this year. Man, I've never seen them so busy before. They even apologized for missing band practice. Once. While juggling all of this organization, their uni work, and their cafe work. Mad respect. I sometimes miss practice just because I forget which day of the week it is. Trick or treat! I'm joking, dear, but I hope you're enjoying your first Fearfest. Will you come by my old shop later? I hear it's terribly haunted this time of year. Can I? No. Oh, hi. I'm just, looking for a book. Yep. I don't even want to go to the haunted house. Unless you want to go there? It's not because I'm scared. I just thought you might be scared. And I could go with you to help you with all the ghosts. Yep, let's go together. Don't worry, the ghosts might be friendly. Right? Right. Once you're done with your sales, let's meet over by Tilda's shop. Huh. I love her. She's a cute kid. I get to pick a book. I'm into horror. Something from a series would be nice, and also it wouldn't hurt if it had a thrilling, gripping plot. I mean, I'm out of crime books for today. I mean, there's 1984. I was actually just reading that today. I'm almost done with it. That's not really a horror book. You want a horror book. I don't have any horror books right now. Oh, I mean, I guess this. The Haunting of Hill House, Shirley Jackson. Unconventional, but I'm getting goosebumps. Hell yeah. Huh. Who's the sweetest boy? Yes, you are. Best decorated indeed. Congrats. I have a feeling we'll be clear of evil spirits tonight. Oh, I did win it. Okay. Whew. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. You stay reassuringly by Harper's side and enter the old bookshop together. The familiar smell of pages is faint, covered mostly by a slate dusty odor. It is darker than you thought it would be. In this light, you can only make out shapes of what looks like bedsheet-covered shelves, angled into a small maze that makes it hard to see where you are going next. With every careful step, you brush past light cobwebs. They are for decoration, or has the shop really been empty that long? Something just touched my face! Around the next corner, an old mirror leans against the wall. Was there something behind you just now? Suddenly, a creaky whisper emerges from somewhere you can't see. You dare enter the final resting place of Roderick Blyton? No one has disturbed my rest in 300 years. Roderick Blyton? I know that name from a history book I read once. He's real. Yes, my child. My deeds have been forgotten by my fellow Bookstonians. You must uphold my memory. Tell my story. Of course I will. Please let us go. Huh. You feel her little hand grab yours in the dark, dragging you forward towards the exit. Turn around what you feel must be the last corner of this endless maze. A book lands in front of you with a heavy thud. It is covered in cobwebs and layers of dust. You feel strangely drawn to its mysterious glow. Do you touch it? Yes. Mysterious grimoire? What is the provenance of this grimoire? Glows with latent magical energy. Whenever someone doesn't take a recommended book from before the 20th century, plus 8% to classic sale chance, plus 8% to fantasy book sale chance. Minus 2% all other books, 10% to spooky effects, minus 20 to electrical effects. While you still hunch over the book to decipher its title, a dark figure suddenly lunges out from an old wardrobe behind you. Woo! Ah! Scream. You and Harper shriek in terror and almost fall over each other as you both try to push through the door to the outside. That was terrible. Let's never do that again. Thanks for holding my hand. What? Don't be silly. I didn't hold your hand. As Harper tries to catch her breath, you watch the air in front of her face become visible in the sudden cold. Your gaze turns upward. Something catches your eyelashes. Looks like you caught the very first snow. Wow. Ooh. We could start carrying more books. Definitely want to get that. Okay. But, really quickly, I am going to go ahead and take a quick break. There we go. I'm going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll play some more. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Sorry, I got caught up reading I get the gamesindustry.biz daily newsletter, the GI Daily, and there were two features that caught my interest like immediately. I was reading about the EA buyout, which is kind of scary. Anyway. God, EA being bought out by Saudi Arabia. That is fucking wild, man. I gotta start coming on here and talking news, honestly. It's been a while since I've actually done that. Monday, winter the 1st. Songwriting breakthrough. Silence Libri frontman Klaus finds lyrical inspiration. Hell yeah. Mixed book bundle. Let's go ahead and get that. Well, we'll buy the cheap bundles. Actually, none of these are like super expensive, but I want to get that bookshelf. Oh, Far Beach is locked. Oh, because it's winter. Alright, let's go to the Cafe Liberté just because we do have a mission there right now. We gotta go back to the market, too. Where's Klaus last at? He's at Cafe Liberté, okay. Because we gotta talk to him anyway. Liberté. I don't know why I just said it like that. More books! Hi Jenny, how's it going? Classics and travel is where we need to load up. I've been reading lots of books. Right, classic and travel. Let's restock this. Restock these. We're almost out of travel books. Might as well fill that up. A couple more kids books up here. Good on classics. We'll get a few more fact books in here. Just because Harper loves fact books. And she seems to show up everywhere, so... And then we'll do a few of those. So we have to sell 10 books with Miriam's trash out here. Snowman! Yes, ma'am. Ah, retirement is the best. I tend to enjoy the classics. However, I usually don't go for thrillers. I'm a fan of books like The Tempest. In this Shakespearean classic, a wizarding scholar is disposed of by his brother and forced to take a sabbatical on a desolate island. A play full of thundering monologues, magical confusions, and romantic distractions. No thrillers, but you like the classics. How about 1984? That's not a thriller, I don't think. My eye feels weird. How about Much Ado About Nothing? Hello, dear. I came by to tell you that my hip surgery is on Friday. Oh, you are getting it! I will be staying in hospital for about 3 weeks because the wonderful staff will assist with my rehabilitation as well. Of course, I've packed as many books as I could. I'll have to stay entertained somehow. But others might not be blessed with such a big home library myself, so... As myself, I'm sure it'd be quite worthwhile to sell to the patients and hospital staff. And I'd appreciate your visits. Oh, a new location! Park near the local clinic to visit patients and sell to the medical staff. Challenge unlocked. Annual checkup. Visit the Bookstore General Hospital for the first time. But I also have something a little more delicate to discuss. I can't leave my poor old cat alone for such a long time. The neighbors offered to feed her, but she needs company too. Would you consider taking care of her for me, just for the time being? I'd love to. Splendid! Thank you, dear. Her name is Freya. And don't worry, she is really easygoing. She might even say lazy. Meow. Adopt the cat. Aw. Aw. Now we have both of them. We have Behemoth and Freya. Thank you so much. You two have fun together. We three will have plenty of fun together. Good day. I see you're getting well acquainted in town. You know, I expect you to be aware of the responsibility you have taken on by coming here. You are more than a salesperson now. You are a provider of knowledge. And here at Cyril Plaza, we value the written word above all else. It carries our culture, our history, and our traditions. So let me have a look at what you have with you today. I hope to see some of those values represented here. Can I have a hand? Hello. How is business? I'm looking for a biography. I really enjoyed Richard Serra. The man behind the masterpieces explore the life and artistic vision of the legendary sculptor and modern art icon in this series of interviews presented alongside marvelous black and white photographs of his life's work. Okay. I've got Frank Lloyd Wright. You're just looking for a biography. How about Jean de Buffett? Oh yeah, we're killing it. What's up? Past my last exam, Knights, Romans, Vikings, I want to see some history. Also, I usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. I should reread Animal Farm. Oh my god, both of those? Animal Farm and 1984? I didn't even realize I had those. I'm almost done reading in 1984. And I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm being gaslit by that book every time I read it. I won't spoil anything, but goddamn. It's very good. It's very strange reading it in the time that we're living in, though, I gotta say. There's a lot of books from high school that I want to reread, like The Great Gatsby, too. And Animal Farm. I wasn't much of a reader in high school. I'm a much bigger reader now. I don't think I have anything. Nice Romans Vikings. I'm gonna go with Middlemarch. No. Middlemarch. George Eliot? Okay. Yeah, I'm a much bigger reader now. I feel like I would enjoy the books that I was forced to read in high school a lot more today. Because I wasn't a big reader in high school. Hey there, visiting the cafe again, are we? I hear you're quite the regular, but let's face it, who in this town isn't? My friends are always surprised that I can remember everyone's standard order, but I've been helping out ever since I was a teen. Every school holiday, I'd come to Buxtonbury to stay with my nan, and she'd show me how all of the drinks are made. With my nan, it's funny, you know, my dad always tried to talk me into holidays at the beach or at home, or at a theme park. But I just wanted to come here to this cafe. I suppose I always wanted to be like my nan. She's so strong-willed and nobody can tell her how to run her business, or her life. I just wish she would slow down a bit, now that she's in her 70s. But that's probably never going to happen. Anyway, I have to get back to my shift, but thanks for stopping by. You're welcome. There it is. Sell 10 books in a day with Miriam's bins outside, which we just did. I gotta be making sure that I'm making the coffee. Oh, winter market starts on the 15th? Semester break starts. Final exams. Till the surgery on Friday. Okay. Okay. Let's close up. I'm probably not going to spend a lot of money out here, because I do want to get this antiquated shelf, because that'll expand my shop a little bit. I can carry more books, and making recommendations is going to be a lot easier, which helps me sell more as well. Alright, it's going to be sunny today. I'm actually pretty good on books, too. Alright. While it's winter... Yeah, we can start doing that. We can also start removing some of the Halloween decorations. Oh, we need to be selling tickets, too. What happened with, Klaus? Oh! I need to... That's right, I need to talk to the... Hold on, what day is it today? Alright, nothing going on. Let's go back up to the... Is it the lighthouse? Pretty sure. Whoops, wrong button. Oh. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my... Had to get my charger really quick. Right. What were we doing? Oh, lighthouse. I can remember what was, drama, crime, and fantasy. A little bit of everything else. Okay. Ah, winter's beautiful. What's up? What's the latest headline? I need a new travel guide. Do you have anything like discovering Greater Bookston region? The closest I think I have is Rambles in Germany and Italy by Mary Shelley. Alright, that worked. We have to talk to... You want to play? Catch! Ha! Huh? I didn't know you could do that. Good boy. Oh, excuse me. Hi, cutie. Hi. Oh, hi. Who's my favorite boy? Yes, you are.
Wow.
Was she talking to me or the dog? I'm doing pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. Oh, by the way, did you know that occasional watering might help to keep your plants happy? Oh. I hope it's okay that I brought one for you. I thought it might be helpful. I'll check in again soon, okay? Bye. Oh, I do actually have some plants. That's right. I could get into a romance novel. I usually prefer stories with a happy ending. Big fan of books like Fake. When Rio becomes a detective in New York, he is partnered up with the American D, who soon reveals his feelings for Rio. Fake is a lighthearted romantic comedy series for all BL manga fans with 90s nostalgia. I don't know if I have something like that. How about Othello? Howl's Moving Castle? No. Excuse me. Oh, I should reread Flowers for Algernon too. I could get into a romance novel. Prefer stories without a happy ending. How if we were villains? Oh. I get to pick a book. Give me something with a low page count. I'm not a fan of horror at all, though. Alright, you just want a short book, generally? With no, no horror? Night Sky with Exit Wounds. It's not a horror book, and it's short. It's under 100 pages. Oh, I think people are done. Oh, that's right. We still have to sell theater tickets. Hold on. What's going on today? Waterfront Fish Market? We could go down there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Travel, Fact, and Classics. Okay. What was it again? Travel, Fact, and Classics. Alright. And sprinkle in a few other things in there. Okay. Wonder if I can feed the cat. No, just petting her. You like it here? Looks like Behemoth might need a dog bed. You should keep your eyes open for one in the newspaper. Yeah, I probably should get him a dog bed. Hey, you're here too. Mate, if you like fish, I can't recommend this market enough. I just got some prime sushi grade salmon from Walt's colleague. Do you know how hard that is to find? And these guys really know their stuff. Way more than the suppliers at the Mega Marché. Anyways, I'll just grab a new read on my way out, yeah? There's no one else here for me to buy from. Oh. Oh, that guy wasn't interactable. Hi, mate. I would like an encyclopedia for reference, and something with a historical setting is a must. Well, you're lucky I have this. An encyclopedia, huh? How about it? Encyclopedia Bookstonia, Volume 1. Oh, I should make a... I'm making some pretty decent money. What's up? Hi, you're the highlight of my route. I'd love to read something to do with real life. I need to be whisked away with a good travel book. I'm out of travel books. I have this one. That's all I've got. What's the latest headline? I'd love to read something to do with real life. I have to get out of the house. I'm out of travel books for today, but I've got Hawaii's Story by Hawaii's Queen. That might suffice. Arf, arf, woof. Huh? Usually dogs understand me just fine. We've heard her say this before. What's up? What's the catch of the day? You can't go wrong with a play. Wouldn't mind learning about a new hobby. A play. I mean, there's Julius Caesar. How do I do that? Tilda's surgery is tomorrow. Oh, do they not do the flea market thing anymore? Damn. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alright, we're gonna go to the Cafe Liberté just so we can finish What's-Her-Face's quest. Classic and travel. So classic. A few travel books. Buy this dog bed. There we go. Much better. Alright, let's see how we do with that. Winter the 4th. Start selling coffee, water the plants. Is that gonna sell a ticket too? Yeah, okay. That's alright, we have to sell dramas in order to sell tickets. Wonderful weather. I want to delve into the past. Something historical, please. I'm looking for something to do, you know. A new hobby, and even at my age, I still enjoy a good kids book. I have one kids book. Nothing historical about that. What about the Book of Tea? Someone should make a Goodreads list of all the books that are in this game. I wonder if someone actually has already. I never imagined that this day would truly come, where my bookshop could sit here entirely empty. It's quite a shame. But it was time, wasn't it? I'm not as good on my feet anymore. The old hip has been bothering me recently, so thank you again for lending a hand. Anyway, I'm not sure how I feel. Relieved, nostalgic, regretful? I will sleep on it for now. See you another time, dear. I mean, you're getting your surgery tomorrow. I like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. I'm partial to a good crime novel. How about that one? It's the only one I had that was written by a woman. The rest are all Stephen King novels. A grand seller must weather good times and hard times. I would say you have certainly achieved that. Well done. Hard times. Sell 10 books in a day with Miriam's bins around. I must say I'm quite impressed with your perseverance. Now, this is where our second edition compendium from 1798 concludes. However, it is rumored that the lost first edition from 1787 contained a seventh rule. No one has found this missing page yet, but it is the reason we still speak of 7 pillars today. But no matter. For now, you have earned yourself a break. But come back soon, and we can continue with the second half of our course. Yes, ma'am. What's up? I'm up for something humorous, and a travel guide might be nice. However, I've never really understood poetry. You're on a deadline. Who's the sweetest boy? Yes, you are. Alright, well, we're halfway there on the ticket sales. Alright. Fairy lights? Hang these for a cozy atmosphere. Oh, today's Tilda's surgery. We gotta go to the hospital. Should probably carry a little bit of everything. The hospital, Friday, winter 5th. Stamp collected. Annual checkup. Visit the hospital. The healthcare at Bookstone is really top drawer. So did you hear? About what? About Dr. Cruz? Yeah, apparently he... Shh, not in front of everyone. Oh, hi there. You're new. Meddling receptionist. Ah, you're that bookseller we've heard so much about. Welcome to Bookstone. How's business? Heard anything interesting lately? Recently? Sell 50 books at the hospital. Fuel the rumor mill. Give the staff at the hospital something interesting to talk about. Look, books. We'd love to know some of the chatter from your shop. Alright, well, I'm also selling coffee, so... I know, all the little side missions are really cool. It just adds It adds a sense of like small town community. Like all these, like this game is a lot more than just about selling books. It's all local community stuff. Like supporting local businesses, hanging out with the locals, building community at a local level. It's kind of what local bookstores and libraries and stuff are kind of all about too. Lovely weather. Give me something straight from the stage. I'm not afraid of a bit of tragedy. I really enjoyed Macbeth. Do I actually have Macbeth? No, I don't have any Stephen King. Something straight from the stage? I don't have any Shakespeare. I mean, I got Emily Dickinson, but that's not really I don't have any plays. Kids. Something straight from the stage. Is To Kill a Mockingbird a play? I don't think it is. Well, I don't. I mean, that's not really a tragedy either, though. That's a tragedy. I don't have any theater on me today. I'm sorry. Ah, are you here to ask after Tilda? The surgery has apparently gone well, but I have not yet been able to see her. I'm afraid it will take a few more hours until she is well enough for visitors. But her caregivers have assured me that we should be able to look in on her in the evening. It is still quite worrying, is it not? I'm very aware of the risks that come with a surgery like this. So I'm having trouble going home. Maybe... Yes, I should wait inside until we have more news. Would you join me after your work is done? I'm sure Tilda would like to see you. What new drama? Ah, what's up? I'm in the mood for a character-driven novel. Also, I just need an absolutely gut-wrenching tragedy. I can't get enough of Call Me by Your Name. I've been looking everywhere. Their big age gap seems to be unable to deter Ellie and Oliver from their obsession with each other, and they experience the highs and lows of a gay summer romance in the 80s, in 1980s Italy. I might actually have something like that. It's more of a classic, though. Oh, maybe not. No. No. Okay, maybe I don't have something like that. The Scarecrow of Oz. Enjoy your meeting. As much as you can, I guess. No. Character-driven novel. I don't know if I have anything. A character-driven novel. Well, I mean, there's Scott Pilgrim, but it's a graphic novel. It's not a gut-wrenching tragedy, though. Well, eh. Night and Day, maybe? Yeah. Man, I am striking out left and right today. A new series? Scott Pilgrim. About A Wrinkle in Time. I'm not gonna have any more coffee. Oh! Miriam greets you right by the building's entrance, impatiently shooing you along in the direction of the lifts. She still looks tired, but her hair is pulled into a tight bun again, and her clothes have been smoothed in an effort to look fresh. Like most hospitals, this building is a maze of white hallways that all look the same. Miriam, however, leads the way without hesitation. With a slight prick in your chest, you wonder how many times she has been here before, worried about a loved one. Finally, the two of you knock politely on the white door of a patient room and quietly head inside. The first hospital bed you see isn't Tilda's. A woman of similar age greets you with a crinkled smile over her gossip magazine. Of course, Tilda has the bed by the window. You pass by a separating curtain that is only half drawn, finally relax for the first time. You can feel Miriam do the same beside you, as both of you see Tilda awake and smiling, although clearly groggy from a recent nap. You're all right. Of course I am, silly. I told you I would be. I'm being treated like royalty here, despite my moral objections to any such institution. The only thing lacking in this place is entertainment. My eyes are a little too tired for reading, so I've been relying solely on Gazelle's delightful stories here. Of course. I should have known you wouldn't be able to rest for even a minute. I rest enough, darling. In fact, I do nothing but rest. But would it be too much to ask of my young visitor to fetch me a few things before the next visit? I could never refuse a fetch quest. How kind of you, dearie. I appreciate you helping out. Now, I've been telling Giselle? I think it's Giselle. Now, I've been telling Giselle about my favorite board game. Could you pick it up from the Mega Marché for us? Sure. Supermarket errand. Fetch an entertaining board game for Tilda and her new friend Giselle from the Mega Marché. Good. Thank you, dear. And thank you for coming to visit me. It really was lovely to see you today. Yes, thank you for coming with me. Now, please give us a moment alone. Aw. Miriam would never admit it, but she was really scared and you were there for her. I love her. I still really want that antiquated shelf. We're gonna take the free books. Oh, Monday the exam phase starts. Aw. Alright, what do we got going on today? Nothing. But we do have to go to the Mega Marché now. Whoops. Because we do have to pick up some stuff. Drama, kids' books, and crime. Some fantasy books in there as well. Mega Marché. Marché. The cat really doesn't do anything. Oh, I didn't put any classics on here. Which one is your favorite? Sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I need something with loads of cool animals. However, try to give me something not too obscure. Do you have anything like dinosaurs and other prehistoric life? I might. Maybe troglobites don't bite? I just talked to my Uncle Klaus, and he... Wait. Klaus is your uncle? He told me I'm allowed to ask as many questions as I want, so I asked him how he became my uncle, and how I grew up in my mom's belly, and why we don't fall off the earth if it's moving too fast. And he just had a laugh, and I don't know what that means. You'll know when you get older. I need an absolutely gut-wrenching tragedy. Literary fiction novel. You don't want anything with 700 plus pages. A gut-wrenching tragedy. Well, I don't have any classics on me. Do I have any Shakespeare? It's not really a tragedy. A gut-wrenching tragedy. I'm not sure I have a gut-wrenching tragedy. How about You've Reached Sam? Okay. Works for me. Heyo, how's it going? I hear you went to visit Tilda in the hospital. How is she doing? We were all thinking of her during the surgery day, you know. So if there's anything we can do to help, I hope she lets us know. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Miriam called ahead, said to give you this. Breakneck, the board game. I hear it's Tilda's favorite. Give her my best, okay? I already miss our little chats at the checkout. Anyway, how are things? I'm still the same, songwriting whenever I can, although it's going a lot easier these days. Moira has some amazing ideas too, and collaborating with her is always the best. But I still thought I'd come by to see what else I can find, you know, inspo-wise. So, do you have any super niche topics for me? Something no one else reads? Maybe? Upgrading and repairing PCs. Yeah, okay. I've not found a whodunit I don't like. Also, I'm never gonna be too old for a kid's book. I'm kind of out of books for today, so. I didn't realize I could do that. Okay. Time to close up shop. I'll get these secondhand books. Okay, again, nothing really new. We do want to visit the Mega Marché a couple of times. Yeah, I need to do that still. Supply Tilda with 3 small courtesies to make her hospital stay more comfortable. That's right. We still need to do that. So we're gonna go back to the Mega Marché. Sell more drama books. Wait, so... Oh, there we go. You spent some time at the Mega Marché car park. Yay! Yeah, this is our 3rd time. Yeah, let's get these fairy lights. But I'd like to know where I can get the board game. Oh, recycling bin. Book, please. Big fantasy fanatic. Also, I normally prefer short and sweet books. No, you don't. You love fact books. But you want something short and sweet. Okay. Big fantasy fanatic. How about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? I thought you'd like that one. Oh, we might be able to sell the remainder of these tickets. Yo, didn't think I'd see you out here today. I just dropped by because I left my headphones at work, and I'm absolutely lost without them. Must be a bit annoying for you that we close on Sundays, since that means not many people come by. But as an employee, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty glad to have one day where I can't get put on a shift. Alrighty, enjoy your day, yeah? Ciao. Oh, they're closed. And the exam phase starts tomorrow. So we definitely have to go to the university tomorrow. Oof. Alright. What should I pick? I only want nonfiction. I'm not the biggest fan of academic or complicated books. How about a short history of nearly everything? Honestly, I might put that on my reading list. A short history of nearly everything. Is it by Bill Bryson? I think it is. Comprehensive reference book. Wouldn't mind something niche. How about architecture in Britain from 1530 to 1830? You wanted an encyclopedia. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to the college tomorrow, and then we'll come back to the supermarket. Just because exam week is starting, we've gotta do it. Put out a ton of classic and a ton of fact books. We gotta finish selling off these tickets. Some fantasy books. Some drama. Some crime. University. Monday, winter the 8th. Huh? Why does it have to be exam season again? Just relax. Oh no, I dropped my notes. Everyone is taking their exams this week. Stress students. Too many deadlines. There are not enough hours in the day and get enough sleep. Minus 20% to travel, fantasy sale, and crime sale. Okay. We'll pick up some dramas. I only read serious, sophisticated literature. However, I never read biographies. Do you have anything like game design, and game studies? I might have actually sold that book. Either that or it's in storage somewhere. Serious, sophisticated literature. I mean, there's Charles Darwin's The Origin of Species. That's a classic. One that I've also never read, and I'm a big evolution fan. I should read the original one, The Origin of Species. My gods, I just can't spend a minute longer in that study hall. What a depressing place. And distracting too. Back in school, I had no problem doing my work in the busiest places. During Dad's rehearsals in the Liberté during summer break, no idea how I did that. The closest I've come to feeling calm and concentrated today is in here. Have you ever thought about letting people study here? Decorate with 5 calming items. You might have to move a few things around decorations-wise, but I'm sure it would be a massive success. I think I could do that. I've got plenty of stuff like that. What's up? Looking for a new piece for my collection. I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge, and I'm just getting back into reading, so I'd like something light and entertaining. Do you have anything like the Devoir family? Maybe. I've got Persepolis. Visually stunning and bold graphic novel memoir following a young Iranian girl through the 70s and 80s. This gripping story explores themes of revolution, religion, family history, and daily life in the face of tumultuous times. It's not a big fact book, but I think it would be right up your alley. If I have to read one more sentence about cell structure, I'll start screaming. I can't be the only one, right? Everyone on campus seems a bit out of it. You don't happen to have a cure for academic brain fog, do you? Maybe something illustrated with barely any words in it? Or a historical fantasy where universities don't exist yet? Sell 15 academically irrelevant books to students. And Beck. Welcome back. How was your meeting? If you don't mind me asking. Just a quick browse and then I'll be back to work, I promise. What is up? I'm partial to a good crime novel. Usually enjoy elements of folklore. Some folklore. Don't know if I have any folklore. Good prepping for tomorrow's work so nothing was like so urgent. Oh, I gotcha. Female penned literature. Murder on the Orient Express. Yeah, you wanted something with myth. I didn't really have anything about that. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. We sold enough tickets. Found these in the attic. Okay. Winter Dreamland opens soon. Atmospheric Market will bring cold season alive. The festive season will soon be upon us, as will our traditional winter market in time. Starting on Monday, winter 15th, vendors will offer everything from hot drinks and sweets to cozy decorative lights to entire Yule trees you can take home with you. You will have a chance to visit the magical Winter Village until the end of the month, where the market will remain open until shortly after midnight on New Year's Eve. And when is that? On the 15th. Oh, it just said. We actually do have some... We do need to add more calming things. There we go. Alright. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick. I love the saluting emote. Alright, where were we? I know we have to go back here. Oh, those are the effects and stuff. Closed on Sundays. Oh yeah, wasn't yesterday a Sunday? Wednesday. Oh no, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Why were they closed then? Oh no. I was at the university yesterday. We do need to go to the Mega Marché though. We don't have any specific quests here, but we do have something to pick up for another quest. Right? For the hospital? Shit. Or no. Whatever. Yeah, we don't have the flea market anymore. Right. Where are we? The hospital? Patients, doctors, drama, and fact. So can I go in then? Oh, I don't really need to be here. Some humor, crime is my passion. How about American Psycho? Never mind. I don't think I really have anything like that. You want a book with some humor. How about Fake, Volume 1? Hi, Mothy. Now, I have some news. You're not going to want to miss the winter market. I've decided that the Liberté should finally join the stalls there. I mean, what could go better with a winter stroll than a hot drink to warm your hands? This month has been kind of hard on us. With Tilda's hospital stay, my nan hasn't really been herself. So, I'm just hoping a good winter market will make people a little happier, you know? Talk to Moira at the winter market. Will you come by? I might be a little busy, but there's always time for a chat when my friends drop by. Okay. Yo! Really glad you rented this parking spot here, you know? It's cool to have someone to hang out with during breaks. Speaking of, you know who else is super happy you rented here? My boss, Cassie. She says we've been getting more customers since you set up shop, which is why she wants me to invite you to come on Monday. On Mega Savings Day? We always have this thing called Mega Savings Day. There's loads of discounts to rope in more customers. I mean, it's quite stressful for me and the gang here, but for you, it should be pretty lucrative, yeah? Attend Mega Savings Day. Okay. Is that an every Monday thing? I guess so. Probably will be going forward. What's up? Gotta get some inspo. Looking for a new hobby. Also tend to read lesser known works. No? Alright. Best-selling biographies. That place is done. Done. A 10 mega savings day. That's not until Monday. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sell 15 academically irrelevant books to students. Okay. Well, we also have this one to turn in. What was the other thing? Yeah, we gotta go to the lighthouse for the theater thing, too. How long is exam week going on for? That ends on Friday. Let's go ahead and go to the university then. And we're gonna sell a bunch of non-academic books. Wouldn't hurt to have some academic books, though. Just because it is still a university and some people are probably still going to be looking for that. I like that there's just kind of books lying around everywhere. Okay. Ready to open. Seems like more and more students are thinking about dropping out. While active, minus 20% to customer discount. Bring a book to school day. I want some cold hard facts. Also, I'm looking for something contemporary, but from this century. Contemporary from this century. From this century. There's Unmasking Autism by Devin Price. I've sold one. Oh, hey. Sorry, I slept about 3 hours last night, and it is leading to suboptimal brain function. But I still have more revision to do, so... Bye. Making me yawn. Cold hard facts. Something niche, but nothing highbrow. I'm on a deadline. Oh, the Devoir family. Oh yes, I love this atmosphere. Exactly what I was talking about. Oh, nice. Lo-fi study sessions. Decorate with 5 calming items. The students seem totally relaxed. Well done. Oh, that was a bit loud. Sorry. I got excited. Anyway, thanks for the nice setup. I'm gonna hit the books now. Hey, nice to see you here. It's an impressive building, right? I just got a tour from Professor Fedorov. Fedorov? Anyways, we walked by some sort of storage room in the basement, and Professor Fedorov mentioned that they have an operative 19th century printing press in there. I have to admit, I'm intrigued. Working at a small newspaper gives you some insight into the printing process, but doing it all by yourself? Manually? Well, I think that would be a different thing entirely. Yes, well, something worth thinking about, right? Alright, see you later. Jesus, I sold only one other non-academic book? What else do I need to do? $10 mega savings day. Yeah. Alright, we gotta go to the lighthouse. Whoop. Okay. So now, we turn in that quest. Anything hot off the press? I need to be whisked away by a good travel book. And I'm looking for a non-fiction book. But tragedies are often a bit too tragic for me. About my travels in East Africa. Houston, give me something set in outer space. I don't want anything pretentious, though. I'm a fan of books like A Wrinkle in Time. It's for my little sister. Something in outer space. I don't really have anything in outer space. Where the wild things are? Yeah. I don't have anything in outer space today. I can't believe it. We really sold 50 tickets for our first show. Nice. I'll let the cast and crew know right away. Let's schedule a performance for the next the next free Friday in the calendar. Good grief, in theater time, that's practically tonight. I need to schedule more rehearsals. Anyway, thanks for your help. I'd say your role here is done. See you on opening night. Hell yeah. That's next Friday. That's not very far away. Keep forgetting to make coffee. Okay. From Tilda, Winter the 12th, Year 1. Oh, how lucky I am to not have to do it all alone. I have neighbors who carried my shopping inside when I couldn't. I have friends who asked after me, who accompanied me to appointments, and who commiserated with me about feeling old and useless. I have a community full of people who cared, who maintained my garden for me when I couldn't, who told me they had had the same surgery and that I didn't need to worry, and who sent flowers and cards to my room today. It's hard to put on the page. It's hard to put onto the page how grateful I feel for all of them. Your friend Tilda. Oh! Oh, fuck. We're gonna miss the final exam day. I'm out of dramas? I'm out of dramas. It's performance day. Alright, I studied hard for this exam. I should manage, right? Only right now I can't hear my thoughts because I can't really hear my thoughts because my heartbeat is too loud, and I feel nauseous, and I might pass out, and I think I've forgotten every word I've ever read, so all I can count on is sheer luck. Please keep me in your thoughts for the next 3 hours. But at least after this one, the semester is over, and I'll be done with exams. Forever. Alright, here I go. I quite enjoy plays, and sometimes I enjoy a good graphic novel. Also, I'm up for something humorous. Good graphic novel. I don't have any plays on me today. God damn. Yay, theater! Did you know I'm going to be a director one day? I wanted to be in the play today too, but they were totally mean to me and didn't let me join. They said that See Sir wasn't for little kids and that I wouldn't get it, That's so unfair. Anyway, let's see how they do without me. I'm sure they'll be begging me to join soon. See, sir? Seems I've been promoted to the role of theater critic at the review. Not that I'm complaining, it means I didn't have to buy my own ticket. What do you think of the original text? I read it in preparation for tonight. I must say the political and philosophical questions posed by the play are perhaps still relevant today. Anyways, I don't mean to bore you. You'll be in the audience later, right? Well, good. See you there. I don't often make me way up here, but I reckon it's well worth it for such a delightful occasion. I'm a big fan of the arts, you see. Even used to act a little in my youth. Can you imagine? Those pictures can never see the light of day. I can't do this. Oh dear St. Bookston, it's going to be a disaster. Our Anthony keeps missing his cue because he forgets that he also plays Decius. Portia's costume is the wrong color and she still has a cold. Goodness me, this is all my fault, I know it. Because Casca insisted on asking me all kinds of questions about Shakespeare last week, I accidentally said the name of the Scottish play. I know, it sucks. But I can't take it back now, can I? I guess we will just have to go ahead and do the play anyway. The show must go on, right? Wish us luck. Hi there. I want a play that isn't stuffy, with some humor in it. I'm afraid of books like Helene. I'm a fan of books like Helene. I don't have any dramas. I don't even know if I have anything with humor. I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything right now, I'm sorry. Sitting down with the rest of the audience, you feel tension creeping up on you, too. Goodness, you want this to go well for Tomas. The excited chatter in the air slowly quietens as the curtains open. A soothsayer bids you, beware the Ides of March. Set him before me, let me see his face. Fellow, come from the throng, look upon Caesar. What sayest thou to me now? Speak once again. Beware the Ides of March. In the blink of an eye, the first and second act have concluded, and the curtains are drawn for a moment. At their next opening, a new scenery unfolds before you. Around you, the audience mutters in appreciation of the artfully hand-drawn background depicting a view of the Roman Senate. The Ides of March are come. Aye, Caesar, but not gone. You see something flashing in the soft stage lights. A prop knife hidden in the sleeve of Cassius. The conspirators slowly advance. Speak! Hands for me! The lights dim even further and everything seems to happen very fast. Casca sinks his knife into Tomas with no effect, until suddenly blood springs forward from the young boy's side. Cassius and Brutus move too, and soon the conspiring teens have wrestled Tomas to the floor and are standing over him, knives still firmly clutched. He looks up defiantly, clutching his bloodied costume, and laces his words with all the betrayal his cracking young voice can manage. Et tu, brute, then fall, Caesar. The audience looks on in horror as Tomas lies there, his eyes closed, trying not to look like he's still breathing. You give yourself an internal pat on the shoulder for affording these young talents such high production value. And as the curtains open for the final blows, you smile up at Tomas, who receives a thunderous applause. Thank you, Buxtonbury. Buxtonbury. Produce Tomas's rendition of Julius Caesar. Ah. Spectators enlightened by faithful retelling of timeless classic. After 8 teenage actors had announced their ambition to perform Shakespeare's Julius Caesar on a newly funded stage, no one predicted such an audience turnout. No one, that is, except our local bookseller, who seems to have believed in the acting troupe, and their young director, Tomas Stefanik, from the beginning. With generous funding from their executive producer, the troupe achieved an extraordinarily high production value, hitherto unseen in amateur theater of this scale. Nice. Tilda. Winter 13th, Year 1. I have memories from years ago, a generation ago, and half a century ago, and yet they are only a short walk apart. Miriam and I met over 50 years ago and thought we had life all figured out. 5 years later, Mary had her son, Hal. When she called me, we both cried and cried with joy. 27 years after that, we got the invitation to Hal's wedding. And when Moira was born a few years later, that was the first time we felt a little old. 5 days ago, Miriam called me with instructions for what to pack for my hospital visit, as if I'd never packed my own bags before. These memories are not far apart at all. They all live on the same street, waving to each other from their front yards. Okay. Nothing in particular going on today. Okay, we need to go to the Mega Marché. Because that's where Klaus is. Crime, drama. Kids books, travel books. Okay. Oh yeah, when's Mega Savings Day? That's not until Monday. The winter market starts on Monday too. That's right, I forgot drama stuff still sells tickets. So, listen, I have something to ask you. Well, I ran into Tilda and, you know how she is. She just knew that I had something on my mind. So I told her about the old printing press and how it would be cool to use it again, right? Of course, she ran with it and had all kinds of plans, but we both liked the idea of using it communally. Like, people here have so many stories. Shouldn't we, I don't know, make them last? What do you think? Well, Tilda couldn't be stopped, so no matter what, so we, made a poster for your shop. A call for manuscripts. Is that okay? We're hoping that people will start bringing their manuscripts to you while you have this poster up. Just keep going about your regular business and keep inspiring people with your books. Tilda said you could talk with Walter O'Cleary first, since it seems he has been trying to write something for ages. I think it just needs a final little push to start pursuing that dream, right? And once we have a few manuscripts collected, that will make the effort of restoring this old machine worth it. I have a manuscript of my own. We wrote one at the beginning. Give me something straight from the stage. I like books that basically rip my heart out, and I could go for something poetic. Richard II. That's a play. Heyo, I have exciting news to share. Our little poster campaign really worked. Not only is the theater troupe on board, but we got permission for the event from the city council thanks to Tilda's persuasive powers. Well, and thanks to you, of course. A lot of new people are interested in Silence Library now. Sorry, I thought my nose was going to start bleeding. Thanks for the help, mate. It's a huge breakthrough for us as a band, and you really helped gain some confidence. Helped me gain some confidence. Nice. Alright, there's lots of preparation waiting for me now, since we agreed to have the concert on Thursday. I'll see you there, right? Would be cool to have you supporting us from the crowd. Cheer on Silence Library on Thursday at the Lighthouse and maybe start a mosh pit. Nice. What should I pick? I'm a bit obsessed with crime novels. However, I'd rather not read anything with a plot twist. No plot twists, huh? Guess what? I passed my final exam. I'm free. And my professor even asked if I wanted her to be my dissertation advisor, so that probably means she doesn't hate me, right? I think I'll take her up on the offer, actually. In her class this year, we modified plant tissue, which was kind of fun. So basically, when you expose the tissue to mutagens, you can sometimes create seeds with genetic variations. Most of them will be dead seeds. But for the other ones, you won't truly know which variations they'll show until you grow them. Cool, right? So for my research project, I want to do the same and find out which of the seeds I create can adapt best to the conditions in Brookstonbury. If I'm lucky, there will be some useful traits that can improve things for the town, and... Oh, sorry, this turned into a bit of a long rant. I should probably leave you alone now. Bye! You are fine. Nice. Call for creative manuscripts. Submit your writing for print project now. To those of our readers who have always wanted to be published authors, even on a small scale, now is your time. Hand in your prose, poetry, fiction, or nonfiction manuscript, totaling no more than 650 pages, to the Tiny Bookshop. Your writing will be featured in a creative printing project coming to the university campus soon. The project organizers will believe that your unique perspective is worth sharing with the world, and we want to give a voice to anyone without access to traditional publishing. Aw. Today I miss my bookshop more than ever. It was always incredibly fulfilling to be able to provide a welcoming, safe place where people wanted to return to. Whether they bought something or not was never the point. It was never about how many sales I made. And I've never believed in competition. Whoever walked in just needed a warm place to stay for a while, and often the books they took home weren't what they were looking for when they came in, but what they needed to go on. Rarely do people talk about their troubles directly, but an open ear, someone who will listen, was often worth more than any words of advice I could have given. Your friend Tilda. Alright, well. I think that is a... I think that's an okay place to stop. Picked up a lot of new quests. We picked up a lot of new quests to follow on stream tomorrow. But I think that's going to be a good place to wrap up for this stream. So if you're watching this on YouTube later, thank you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube later and you got this far, thank you so much for watching through the entire stream. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.